and welcome to the Morning Spike. How's it going, everybody? It's another week of football, more free agency signings, and a week closer to the draft. I cannot wait to see all this stuff. It's so much stuff. It's so much stuff happening all the time. Just football is so great. 52 weeks a year, like we literally get more news, more stuff going on, and that's why we're here with you guys. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Mark. How's it going, man?
Going, man. Yeah, football never ends, I feel like, for some people, and that would be us.
That'll be us.
Yeah.
us
Always got
nerds.
dates marked. Yeah, combine, draft is always a big day.
These draft days are really interesting. So this week, 3 of our top 4 quarterbacks all went. Everyone basically except Anthony Richardson all went. So CJ Stroud on Wednesday, Bryce Young on Thursday, and Will Levis on Friday. Mm-hmm. And they all did really well. I don't know if you had to see all of it, but honestly,
no.
So,
although I heard the Ohio State Pro Day, all anyone could talk about was Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, because Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best thing on the entire.
Yeah. It's like window shopping for the Lamborghini that doesn't come out next year. That's what I kept hearing.
I told you, well, we had the number 1 pick. I said I would give it up this year to make sure I get him next year. That's what that's what I really need. I need the Carolina Panthers to be so terrible that we get the number 1 pick anyway. That's why.
Right. That's true. You do have their number 1 pick. It could happen. Could happen.
I would tank if honestly if I was Arizona, I would super tank this entire season and say forget it. Well, why try? Give me Marvin Harrison Jr. with Kyler Murray.
Right. You can get Will Anderson this year.
And then Kyler Murray,
Marvin Harrison. Yep.
Boy, that's a team. That's a foundation.
Within 1 year, you could be a playoff contender again.
I mean,
just like that.
They have to compete with the Colts because the Colts are trying to lose. They're not trying.
Oh, I know.
They're not trying.
I'm telling you, they have a 3-year plan. 3-year plan. They're trying to get Marvin Harrison next year. And then they're going to get Agron Jameson the year after that, and then they're going all in for Arch Manning the year after that. That's what their plan is. I'm telling you.
Bring it all back. All go in according.
Right. They're going to get their triplets back.
The only thing that could throw a monkey wrench into that is Lamar Jackson.
Well, that's true. If they do end up getting Lamar Jackson,
you're going to win.
You're not getting Marvin Harrison.
You're going to win 10 or 11 games. That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but that's cool. All these pro days are great. Paris Johnson Jr. looked great to me. That's the first thing I'm looking at as an offensive lineman because I feel like the Bears have done crap on the offensive line. So I'm looking at him, and this dude, he has great feet. He's a little light. Being 310 is a little light for me, but I can definitely see him playing left or right tackle. If Braxton Jones can't do left tackle, move him there. I don't like Skoronski because I believe Skoronski's a guard.
Wow. It's a good thing Martin's not here.
I know. Hey,
we already heard about a small.
Like you hating on because he has short arms. That's why.
Yeah, I know. All right.
But no, I mean, I think Peter Skoronski. That's my biggest issue with him. See, he's a guard. Same thing.
Yeah, I think that being that highly touted, but like not even possibly being able to translate your game to that position in the NFL, kind of puts a knock on you.
Yeah, exactly. I think that he goes down to. I can see actually if he's there for Washington, I wouldn't be surprised if they grab him.
I would even might be gone for a guard too.
Yeah,
I know you don't like Charles Leno, but
no, but you know what? Charles Leno is still 6'5", 340 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big dude that with long arms, and he can do enough. You can put him at right tackle for now, and then he eventually can move inside. It's like what Kyle Long did for the Bears.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like the kid from Georgia though. 6'8", he's a monster.
That's a monster. That's a left tackle for you. And if you could trade down, grab him.
Did he not play a lot of games? Is that why he's like not as highly touted?
Because his foot movement is not the same. So like that's what they said. It was Paris Johnson. His foot movement during pro day was off the charts. He looked like he was 6'2", 215 pounds. Like he's the way his quickness is. His cone drills, his shuttle, all that stuff was just off the charts. So Well, I think he might be moving into that number one tackle range, which means
I'll take 6'6", 311.
Anytime. That's fine for me.
For me, that's perfect size for the tackles these days because you got the height, but you're also not completely like overweight, so you can move. Because they want so much with those tackles these days.
Because our rush edges are now what,
exactly.
6'6", 245, 260 pounds between that. That makes a lot of sense. You might be 100% right.
And then you can get the guy from Oklahoma, probably in the end of the second, early third.
I could definitely see that.
He's pretty good too.
And then, so I know we're looking for a center. We're looking
for. I was gonna say we both covered the one guy though.
I mean, he's so good. I was watching his pro day. He is so good. He is so tenacious. I mean, you also got the guy out of Ohio State, and so he's going to be good. And then the guy out of Penn State. So those are probably your top three centers coming into the NFL draft right now. Mm-hmm. And I think all three of them are going to be before the third round, or in the third round, by third round.
This is what I think is crazy because I feel like the kid, I should know his name, but I can't ever pronounce it right. But the kid from Minnesota, I feel like is touted as being just as good as Tyler Lindenbaum.
Yeah, John Michael Schmidt.
And Tyler Lindenbaum was taken in the first round last year. And this guy's talking about second, maybe.
If you get to like 40, 45, that's where he's going to be going.
I was like, is that just how much deeper this year's draft is? That
I think it's because of the defense.
Oh, I know.
I honestly believe that
defense, tight ends,
cornerback might be 10 deep.
We had 10 quarterback too.
Yeah,
we had like one quarterback in the first round last year.
Yeah, and taking 4 in the first 5 picks.
Yep,
that can throw a monkey wrench in a lot of that stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, so other signings this week we've had. Well, I'll start with the number one guy, Bobby Wagner, going back to Seattle. For a 1 year, $7 million contract is nuts. It's crazy. Weird. I have no idea what the hell's going on with that. But
so Braden and I were talking yesterday, and I was like, I wonder if with all the moves that happened last offseason, some of these guys were like, oh, I don't want to be here. I want to go somewhere where I can win. And then they left, and they looked at what happened, and were like, oh, never mind. They can still win here. I'm coming back.
I should have stayed here.
Right? I ain't
sell my house yet.
Like, Bobby's like, man, Seattle did better than the Rams did.
I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, in getting a guy the quality of Bobby Wagner, 1 year, $7 million contract, and they might win, they might do well. Mm-hmm. Does that change their draft ambitions? Do they not go for the quarterback if he's there? If Anthony Richardson's there, do they go for him, or do they go for the defensive tackle, or if Will Anderson's there? Like, what happens?
I feel like if Will Anderson's there, you obviously got to go Will Anderson
over Anthony Richardson.
I don't know I think they're content with
Geno for 2 years, but that's in 2 years you're gonna have to do something now, right? You're gonna have to get your guy eventually.
How old is Geno? 32, 33?
34?
Is he 34? Maybe then. Maybe Richardson then, I guess, if he's there. I mean, if Richardson's there, I guess you can like
develop him, but
do a Packers situation. Yeah. Be like, yeah, just sit on the bench for 2-3 years, learn everything. If that's the case, Pete Carroll's never going to retire. He's going to be on the sidelines chewing his gum when he's 90.
Hey, as long as he can do it.
Right.
I'm going, you want to bury me on the sidelines. He's 32. He'll be 30. He'll be 33 in the middle of the season.
So he's still only 32. I don't know. My thing that I'm scared about is if Richardson's still there at 5, I feel like the Seahawks and the Washington Commanders pull their trade. That's been rumored. Apparently, they've been talking.
I think Washington is the dark horse in all of this, with Arizona and with Seattle. I think that's the one team I could see trading up to go get one of these guys. Don't let Bryce Young fall. Don't let Bryce Young not be the number 2. It's happening. You will have Bryce Young on your team immediately. Immediately he'll be on your team. And you might be good for a couple of years, but I just don't know if he's going to be able to be there for a decade.
Braden and I will have something in common. We'll both have short quarterbacks.
Oh man,
I mean, I'm a little bit more hyped about Bryce Young after actually watching his gameplay than hearing you and Martin talk about him, but I'm still kind of skeptical. Like you said, he needs to shed that fat and actually come back with muscle.
He needs to be if he's 195, 197, true weight that he's gained the strength and the muscle mass and everything, then we're talking about a player he could play. He had the best pro day. Besides, I mean, I love CJ Stroud. I love what he did. We knew he's a leader. We knew he had a great arm. We knew he was accurate. We knew all these things. But Bryce Young reminds you what he can do, how he can avoid the rush. Him running on the run, hitting a target in their chest. Like it's with touch. Like it was an amazing pro day. He's fast, he's quick, he's smart. If he was 6'4", we were talking about him like a no-brainer number one.
I know. For sure.
Like this dude, it's hard to tackle him. He's very elusive. If he's bigger, we're saying he's Russell Wilson. If he's just thicker, he's Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the other comparison too. Like he's going to be like Russell Wilson. I mean, I wouldn't say no to that either. But
a better leader. He's able to deal with other people. His defense loved him. That's a little bit different.
There's a guy to just trust and be enemy, and hopefully he gets his guy. Although he said he really likes Sam Howell. I guess he's been working out with him, and they've been talking, and he says he really likes him.
Can you not say that?
Huh?
If Sam Howell's my number one quarterback, I have to say, yeah, I love this guy.
Well, not only that, when Ron was talking about how he's the number one, I'm like, of course he is. He's the only guy on the roster right now.
Yeah, but that's what Ron was backpedaling. That's what he was doing. He was saying, yeah, he's number one.
And then like a month later, he's like, I never said he was the starter. I said he was
he's number one,
going to work for it, and that he's in line for it. And I'm like, well, of course he is. He's the only. I mean, we signed Jacoby Brissett, but I'm like, obviously he's not the long-term answer.
He's just a backup. He's a guy who's if all else is falling down, you got a guy that can throw in there.
Well, that's what scared me the most when we signed Jacoby, because I was like, well, we signed Jacoby. Like, now I wouldn't be shocked if we did try to trade up to get a rookie, because he's going to be the veteran presence for the two young guys.
And you see how they do. If Washington gets Anthony Richardson's very interesting to me. If Washington gets Anthony Richardson, that might be tough.
Well, I was like, best case scenario. Well, because Anthony Richardson needs to sit. So I was like, if we're able to get Anthony Richardson, he sits for a year, and then Sam Howell balls out. I was like, well, now we could trade one of them.
You trade Sam Howell. You let Anthony Richardson be your dude.
Right. And then you trade Sam Howell, and then you get something big in return.
Hey, you guys did it before.
That'll help recoup the cost it took to get Richardson, I guess.
I mean, you know what? I always think about your first-round draft picks. They're rarely going to win. I mean, they're rarely going to, be great. Only a third of them become Pro Bowls. So you have to realize, that coming off. So, if you lose two of them, it's worth it.
I can't even remember the last time we hit. I think the last time you could say we hit on a first rounder would be RG3, but even that was only for a year.
For a year. Exactly. No, I think Chase Young is fine. Even though you guys
Chase Young.
But,
I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess we got Jonathan Allen and Jerome Payne.
Yeah, Jerome Payne. I mean,
I guess I forgot about those two.
If you want to give that up, I'm okay with that.
I guess I forgot about those two. They're both all pro defensive linemen.
What's up, Martin? How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
Every time you come in with the glasses, it's so hilarious to you. Like, I know what's going on.
I always feel like he's trying to copy my style. I was wearing them first.
Has nothing to do with that, dude.
I know. I'm just messing.
When I have the glasses on, is because I'm tired.
Yeah, you know what's going on.
No, I figured as much.
I don't wear glasses. I hate wearing my glasses, man. You know.
We had a poll. We're like, how long into the show will Martin show up?
That's funny. Oh, I do have one thing I want to discuss with you guys. What the hell's going on with this Lane Johnson 1 year, $33.445 million contract extension?
You said Eddie?
Lane Johnson?
Oh, Lane
right
Johnson.
Tackle for the Eagles?
Right tackle for the Eagles. 1 year, $33.445 million contract extension.
Jesus. Was that like just basically like franchise tagging the man?
That's not even franchise.
That's more than franchise.
Wait,
For
1.4?
No, 33.455.
Oh, I heard 1.4. I'm like, that's
1 year, $33.445 million. With $30 million guaranteed.
The hell did this happen? When the hell did this happen? Yeah.
Was this we got one more year of Hurts, so we'll have you for one more year.
I think no. So that 1 year puts them in 2025.
Well, I don't know. That's weird. Like, why would you do that? Have Hurts to pay?
Why?
I think it was probably. I think it's to keep Kelsey. I think Kelsey was like, the only way I'll come back is if we keep this line together. And Hurts is not going to say no to,
because he only did 1 year too. Like,
but Hurts.
How old are they? Are they ready to check out?
Lane Johnson's 32, so Lane has about 3 years.
Kelsey's older.
35. Kelsey's 35.
Yeah, he's had 2 years in a row where he had to be like persuaded to come back.
I can see Kelsey.
I don't know. Like for linemen, it's like they could stay in for a little bit longer. Like that position's not too big of a like.
I'm a center
on their career.
Center's the hardest one.
Yeah, I was gonna say center is the hardest one.
You know, and now that the Eagles have, don't they still have 2 picks in this draft?
Yeah, they got the 10th and the 32nd or 30th.
Would you be surprised they go center? That 32nd.
No.
Then all of a sudden,
I wouldn't. But
for John Michael Schmidt, and he goes to the Eagles.
Why are you talking this nonsense, man? Now I hope he goes to the Packers. How about that?
I don't know. Like that. I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I could always wait.
Yeah, you get 2 first rounders. You say, okay, well, I get the guy that we need, to fill in the hole, and then I get a guy that's going to help me in the future. So that allows me to overdraft, because that's what that would be. That would be an overdraft for him. He's ranked number 50 overall.
I mean, it would fit in their patterns, though. I mean, last year they used their pick to get what's his name, when they already had 2 all-pro defensive tackles on their roster.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis.
Yeah. So I do think that makes sense. It follows their pattern. I don't like it, don't get me wrong, but I could see them going center and then continuing to be a great offensive line for the next 3 years.
No.
So they have
the talent going to be there that late. Like there's going to be corners around there. And defensive tackles that you probably don't want to miss out, and maybe safeties that you don't want to miss out on.
Defensive tackles, they still have too many.
Yeah, but they're going
to lose Fletcher Cox. Yeah, they lost him. They lost Hargrave.
Yeah,
and they had backups already.
But I don't think Fletcher Cox is going to be there more than a year or 2 tops.
I think he go.
And if we're right on Jordan Davis, he's going to need help.
I think you go like Weatherspoon with your first pick.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. If Gonzalez is there, you go Gonzalez. I'll go Weatherspoon if he's there, too.
And I think Gonzalez. I think Gonzalez will be gone by then.
Oh yeah,
I thought so too. But
and then I think you go either defensive line or safety.
Yeah, safety.
Yeah. I don't think you go offensive line until maybe your 4th pick. To be honest, I think wait.
Don't get
me
wrong.
You have the line now,
and center is pretty deep in this draft. We're talking about. I was just talking about the guy from Ohio State, the guy from Penn State, or we're talking about 2nd, 3rd round picks that could be D1 starters. So I can see you doing that, but you also are fighting 4 or 5 of the teams. This is the one time that you have a leg up on them in that 1st round.
Yeah, I don't think this is the year you do it though.
You have to, because Kelsey's not going to be there next year. This is different, yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you do it this year. I think what you do is if Kelsey does decide to retire, right? I think you look into free agency next season. Okay. Replace him with a veteran for 1 year, then you look into the draft that year.
See, a team that's so complete as the Eagles are, I will think that they'll draft a guy and let him learn from Kelsey. That means you're seeing
there's a bigger need other pieces. There's a bigger desperate need at other spots than there is what they have now.
But defensive tackle is deep this draft too. We're gonna get in the defensive line, starting
Oh
on Wednesday.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're
Like
very deep, so they can
go
get
second round, third. Yeah, don't go second round. Like I said, go corner, safety, and then tackle, and then O-line next.
I think another interesting would be, what if they decide to go defensive tackle early, or defensive line early, and then if Ringo continues to fall at 31 to be able to pick him up, and he could be either corner or safety, and he's a ball hawk.
You would have to train him at safety, and how much safety does he know? All he's played is corner.
Yeah, but because safety really not right now could just be your slot corner. Right, honestly, you're playing.
You would have to train him there.
Like, I know they might play him at corner too, because I mean Darius Slay may only play one more year there.
Exactly,
because he already was wanting out this year. So
safety's more than is how I
don't know if you go first round safety though. That's safety is something that you try to find.
No, there's hardly any safeties this year.
There's
hardly any safeties.
That's not wrong. It's not a lot, but I just don't feel like it's a number one high draft position.
I disagree with you, but okay.
I think because you were a safety. It's like me talking about tight ends.
No, I just look at the numbers of how many safeties are actually out. Like, here, I'm gonna narrow this down. Hang on. I'm gonna narrow down how many actual safeties there actually are. Here's your safeties that are relevant, right? Brian Branch, Antonio Johnson, Jordan Battle, Chris Smith, Sidney Brown, Jamie Robinson, and J.L. Skinner, who's practically a linebacker.
But Sidney Brown is great because that's a starting caliber safety, but he's projected as a early third, late second, early third.
That's what I'm saying. I said first you go corner, and then either you get.
That's what I'm saying. Like
but I think
in second you still get Sidney Brown. So you in 2 rounds.
I'd rather have Antonio Johnson or Brian Branch, which is around that time,
Brian Branch first round. Yeah, he's 17.
Rather than trying to maybe hope Sidney Brown. Like, I know Sidney Brown's
he's probably
and everything's good. I don't know.
My problem with Sidney Brown, he's short. But
Jordan Battle, if you get
will be there
Johnson or Brian Branch at the beginning, if I were the Eagles, I would address corner first. Corner's the first spot, because wide I'm sitting at the 10, and there's some really good ones.
Yeah,
I know Christian Gonzalez might be gone, but you might get yourself.
But Anthony Pierce says, "How about the Eagles trade back from the 10th pick?"
That's a possibility, but I think
more draft capital.
I think right now Weatherspoon or Porter is probably someone you want to get.
I don't know. After looking at the tape, I just feel like Joey Porter might be a little bit overrated.
I would go after Weatherspoon though. I'd go Weatherspoon first, and then with my second pick, I would get was it Tyler Smith or something like that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's his name? Is that his name? Tyler Smith? I think that's his name. I think that's his name. Not Nolan Smith. There's another Smith. Or is it? Oh no. Mozzie Smith.
Mozzie Smith is going to be there still in the second round. Mozzie Smith is.
I don't think he will.
I think he's 50. 45, 50.
I don't think he will. I think he'll be gone in the 30 range.
Ojulari's going to be in front of him. Cansey's going to be in front of him. Breesy, your dude, is going to be in front of him. Miles Murphy's going to be in front of him, and of course Jalen Carter.
I think a lot of teams are going to go after defensive tackles this year.
I think it's smart. This is a smart draft to go after defensive tackles. I mean, you got Will McDonald, that might be the 9th or 10th best defensive tackle, and he could be a monster. So I think this is a Lucas Van Ness is like 9, and he's a starter. He's a day one. You plug him in starter. So I think this is a very deep defensive tackle. Wait.
Yeah.
Yep. He says, "What's up, guys? Hope you all doing good."
I just think that I don't know. That's just how I would do it. And I would not think about the line now until next season.
Okay.
with what I have now and just sign a veteran. And because there's a possibility I might lose Jalen Hurts.
No, you're not. They already said they're not going. They're giving him whatever it takes.
Well, yeah, but we've heard NFL teams say that all the time. So I don't believe it.
You heard the Ravens. You heard the Ravens say that.
No, I've seen it and heard it all the time. So I'm not gonna really bank on that until I actually hear about them signing it. And also they might lose AJ Brown as well, right? And Devontae Smith.
So AJ said that he's going to go wherever Jalen is. So if they don't re-sign him, they're not going to do it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So wherever Jalen goes, that's where AJ Brown's going.
All right, double package.
Time for the Eagles.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about that. Like, I think.
How does that work though? Isn't he signed? Did he sign a 4-year deal when he went to the Eagles? Oh, I guess 3 years. Maybe it comes up soon.
Is it guaranteed though? I didn't look at his contract, but I know it's going to be discussed. It has to be discussed here soon.
And I think Devontae still has 2 more because he's a first round draft pick, so he has 3 more years. Honestly, So Slim Reaper. I mean, he's good for a while.
Well, Devontae Smith was drafted the same year as Jalen, wasn't
he? I've never heard of this dude. Henry
first round, right? Wasn't he first round?
He was the first round. Hurts was the second round.
So like, you can wait another year. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're not going to lose him at the same time.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they'll have one. If they pick up his 5th-year option, they'll have him for another year.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think defensive line is so deep in. I mean, I like Zach Harrison. I like Folsky from Notre Dame. I think we talked about Folsky before. They have so many guys. So that's why I feel like you're gonna defensive tackles gonna be coming off the board. First, second rounders are day 1 starters in NFL.
Yeah,
first and second round. So even if your team waits to the second round, which I don't want my team to do, but that if they wait to the second round, you're getting a quality guy.
Yeah.
All right, that was it. All right, and I didn't hear what you said. What you think about the fact that your boy came back?
Bobby?
Yeah. How do you feel about it? Like, how do you him coming?
I think it's funny. I'm okay with it because no matter where he goes, he's gonna produce. Like that's just what he does. I just think it's funny that what happened? Did the Seahawks? Like I felt like it was. Then I mentioned this before. Like
we talked about this last week.
Back, like it was that scene from Pineapple Express when he calls his girl on the phone from a payphone and he goes, "Oh, I made a mistake." Like that's how I felt like that was. Like they needed Bobby back, and they realized how much of a mistake that was because he didn't want to leave in the first place. They just let him go.
Yeah,
they let him go.
Well, we were talking about earlier, and I was saying that like I feel like they let him go, and then some of the people who were let go were like, "Okay, yeah, I don't want to go back there because I don't know if they're going to be good or not." And then they saw what they did last year, and were like, "Oh yeah, I'll come back."
Yeah,
you guys got Gino. You're good. We're good.
Anthony, yes, second round picks only have for 4 years. The first round pick is the fifth year. That's why we're saying Devontae Smith will have an extra year, and even though Jalen Hurts will have to get signed after this year, so they wouldn't be going at the same time. You don't have to pay them at the same time. That was the kind of thing we were saying.
Donnie. Some kid watching this and's like, "What's a payphone?"
Yeah.
Is that Apple Pay?
Yeah.
That's
so sad. So sad.
I don't think I've seen one in a very long time.
Yeah. We watched Black Phone, and then we read an article that the kid had to be taught how to use the rotary phone. I was like, man, we're getting old. It's not good.
I remember when that rotary phone was weeding out when I was a kid.
I do too.
It was like, I saw it, and it wasn't in the house that long before it was that detachable cordless one with the buttons.
I remember getting the first cordless phone. Because the one in the kitchen you had, it had the longest string, so you used to be able to walk around the entire kitchen, almost walk into the dining room, all the stuff, because they had the long cord. I'm a little bit older than you guys, so
I just remember. I grew up with that cordless one with the buttons. It was like a black looking one, and it's like it was like a plastic hard brick.
That first one, yeah,
it was. That's what I remember. And then, the whole cord and all that was at my grandparents' house for a little bit, and then they switched it up eventually too. So,
I don't know. I think it's funny too that kids today, like teenagers, are like, "Man, why isn't there like a central phone in the house for everybody to use?" And like it's not necessarily your cell phone. I'm like, dude, that's called a landline. It still exists. Like, I don't know what you're talking about here.
All right. Yeah, Felix Anaduke Uzuma. What you guys think?
I think he'll eventually be a starter.
So get some rookie rankings, boys.
I think he'll eventually be a starter. Just I don't know. Like he's 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
Like what are you like 255? He come at it?
Yeah, about 255. He's a regular size.
These defensive linemen are just like
he's going to be fine. He's not your top rank, but once again, it's so deep at defensive line that you can get eventual starters in the 4th and 5th round. So even if Felix goes down to the 4th round, which I think he is a 4th rounder personally, he can be a starter on your team, and that's what you're getting now. It's all going to depend on, can you keep the weight, can you keep the power, and can you deal with the offensive line of this game?
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is. I mean, he's probably 9th, 10th on the edge rusher thing. But yeah, I think he could play personally.
I think he'll go 2nd round.
Really? I have a hard time believing that he's gonna go. Maybe
I'm
3rd.
telling you, a lot of D line and edge are gonna go fast. They're gonna go fast this year. That's why I'm not surprised. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when I say Mozzie Smith will go to the Eagles as their 2nd first pick, it wouldn't surprise me. A lot of these D lines are going to go.
So yeah, if you're saying if he goes up, you tell me if Mozzie Smith goes at 31 and he'll
be in the 40s.
5, that would surprise the hell out of me.
Honestly, I'm okay if we end up getting him.
I think offensive linemen are a premium too now too. So I mean.
Well, the Bears draft him in the 2nd round with the Panthers pick.
I wouldn't mind it. Yeah. That I would not mind.
I was gonna say you'd like it.
I told you I don't want them waiting for a defensive lineman, but I understand because I feel it's such a deep line, deep draft. I just understand. I know I have to be patient. On that day, we're gonna have a draft party. We're gonna talk about this. It's gonna be live, and I'm gonna be going nuts. But I'll sit back and I'll reevaluate, and then I'll come up with some sense eventually. So get some rookie rankings going. So we do have our rookie rankings. We have videos on Dynasty Pylon that we've been ranking up all the positions, so you can really check out what we've been doing. We're finishing up. We just finished quarterback. We're getting on the defensive line starting Wednesday. So
yeah, we changed that one up. We're not even Mark. We're not even going to do Will Anderson. Or
yeah, that's what I heard.
Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Because
we talked about it on Wednesday.
Everybody knows Will Anderson and Jalen Carter.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But as I said, these defensive linemen, this is a very deep draft. You want to know what's going on. You want to know about who Brian Breesy is. You want to know
shed some light on some people that
who Cansey is.
Other guys might not know.
Ojulari, who is he? How Maxie Smith is going. He's talking about Maxie Smith. Why do we think he's going to be a good player?
Yeah. So we're end up. Who do we end up deciding on? Tyree Wilson and Miles Murphy, right?
Yeah, that's the first 2 we're gonna do.
And then Lucas Van Ness, Nolan Smith, and Elijah Cansey.
Elijah Cansey, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not so much like a rookie rankings. It's usually what we have been projected like top 5 or or we felt like needed to get the spotlight. Like at the time when we started this, we did the DBs first.
Yeah.
We started what? November? December. So they're a little bit of, like, I would say, it's crazy, like, in a few weeks how much times has changed, because at the time when we first started, Kelly Ringo was our first one.
Yeah.
Kelly Ringo was our number one. I still truly believe he's going to be the top corner, but somehow something happened. Either his personality or something deteriorated his rank value that now he's the number 5 guy.
I think it has to be something with, he has high belief in himself, very high belief in himself. And he's a playmaker, and some of those guys rub you the wrong way. If you're interviewing Deion Sanders and he said the stuff that he believes, you're probably thinking like, man, you have to be the greatest football player of all time.
That's how Kelly is.
But guess what? Deion Sanders might be the greatest football player of all time. So you don't want to miss out on that guy either. So,
but that's what's funny is that's how Kelly is, man. Kelly is a very confident dude, and that's what I liked about him. I really think I liked how he came off, like just him as a person. And would that be a locker room problem?
It could be with the wrong
possibly team. But he's such a good player, guys. He's such a good player, and I've watched him live, and it's just he's different. Yeah, and that's why he's always been my favorite.
But he's going against Devon Witherspoon, who's been the number 1 DB, top 5 DB in our high school. Christian Gonzalez, who's an unbelievable playmaker and has doesn't rock the boat at all. Joey Porter Jr., who's your dude, Joey Porter, he's that guy. So I just feel like you're going against these guys who have crystal clear, like these shiny new objects, and like with great personalities, and that's kind of what it is. I think you're going to find out that Ringo is probably the best player. And he's going to be on your strong defense. He's going to be something that you're going to love to have.
Yeah, I just think that, like, I don't know, like he's a well-rounded corner. He's got everything you need. He's not the top guy of all the charts, but he's on the top 5 of every chart. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where these other corners don't meet the top 5 of every check mark of the chart. This guy does, but he's not the number 1 at all of it. Maybe physicality, maybe, but like
I still love Christian Gonzalez.
But that was the thing though. At the time when we started doing this, like, Kelly Ringo came off as our number 1. Mm-hmm. Christian Gonzalez was our number 2. Witherspoon wasn't even on our rankings at the time.
That's because he was number 7 and he just jumped to number 1.
Yeah. So it's times change, and then what's crazy is things will change for the next couple of weeks, and I'm pretty sure things have already changed just by even after the combine.
Yeah, these pro days are interesting. They're great.
Yes,
it's really cool.
Yes, I was watching Will Levis again. I gave him another shot because I just released that video.
Dude, he has another shot. Arm. He has a strong arm. He really does.
But the mechanics are weird.
He reminds me of Jay Cutler. The more I see him, because he has this cannon of an arm.
The mechanics are still weird to me.
His footwork is awful. It's literally awful. Like he needs to be sat down and taught how to do a real step back. Like, how are you going to move your feet? He is so stiff. I don't know what else to say. He just
I looked at it and it was yesterday. I think it was, or the other day. It was just I'll give it one more chance. I'll watch what I see, right. and it was still no.
Like, Mahomes has like some of the weirdest mechanics, but he makes it work. Now his footwork, on the other hand,
but his footwork has always been impeccable. He's been I remember seeing him sophomore year when he threw this pass. It had to be 70 yards, and like it was like this guy was chasing him on the run. He turns his hip and just launches the ball and lands right in the chest for the guy. Like, it was amazing. I knew then. I was like, that guy's gonna be special.
So Levi's is the new Josh Allen.
I don't know.
No, not at all.
Very smooth always. He was always that guy. I don't think he's.
Josh Allen had the issue of coming in is his accuracy. Like everything they were talking about, it was just his accuracy.
That's
like
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, and then that's what I was getting to.
Anthony Richardson's the new Josh Allen,
but him with Levis is just like there is more issues than just the accuracy. So that's why I see AR being potential Josh Allen light, but that's not going to be coming out like year one. That might be like year 3 if he lands somewhere where they give him the shot. Like Josh Allen's very lucky. He could have been cut year 1 after how horrible those throws were. I don't think he was above 50%. I think he was like in the 30s or 40%.
I think he was 47% his first year. Something like that.
It was they stuck with him and they gave him that shot, and now we're here. So there's a possibility AR could be the next guy, but again, he has to work on it because his throws are I'm telling you guys, they're ass.
No, they
really are. Anthony Richardson's
the deep throws are great. The things that are bad are the guy right in front of you, like
get in the basket.
Right, he can't. He's not even in the circle. Like he's hitting people in the ankles. Like
the combine, everyone's like, "Oh, he looked good." I'm like, "Well, yeah, but he didn't have anybody in his face. He wasn't pressured. He wasn't anybody like, you put him in that game time situation. There's a practice player, combine player, and a game time player.
The t-shirt
game time player is the issue.
T-shirt shorts guy, I don't believe in.
Hey, Will Levis rocking them joggers though. Right. Yeah.
I think both Will Levis and Anthony Richardson are those guys where if you get them, don't play them for at least a year, if not more. Like they need to sit on the bench.
He's going to the wrong team, and he's going to end up playing. And then
Oh, I'm sure
he could be good for a year. I still think he can sustain it. And if he doesn't fix his problems, like his footwork is not good. So if you have bad footwork, eventually it's going to come out because the ball's going to be held on too long.
Josh Allen so dirty. It was 52.8. Come on now, wasn't that bad?
No, that's still pretty bad.
No,
that's shit.
But Martin over here with 30s and 40s.
I don't care. He sucked. He sucked his first year. Yeah. I know that, and he was still like, I still took him in my fantasy leagues that year, despite knowing how crap it was.
Still did better than Josh Rosen, okay?
Everyone better than Josh Rosen.
Yeah, everybody did. So,
oh wow, really? Derby comes in. Remember when the Cardinals were good? I don't even recall.
Well, I mean, to be fair, when they did go to that one Super Bowl, they were 9-7.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, they were good that year. I don't think Derby was watching football.
They got hot at the right time.
But isn't that what you really have to do?
Mm-hmm.
You could be great during the entire season and get beat by a guy who's just hot. If you have a good team that gets really hot, look at the Giants. Yep. They did it twice. Like you get the 97 team that's hot, that's a good defense.
Yeah, they were 9-7 and 10-6, I think, when they won the Super Bowls.
Yeah, something like that.
They did take the L, but technically it wasn't a catch. It was like this.
Yeah, that wasn't a catch. They lost. The technology then was it 07?
That was 09.
09?
Yeah, because it was
the technology wasn't there. Had they had the technology today,
Larry Fitzgerald on it, so that's all I always know.
Had they had the technology they had
or
today,
08 maybe 08 because 2010 be 09. Sorry,
you good.
He's a hater.
He always is. No matter what we say, he always is.
No, he's just a Pittsburgh fan. That's okay. You can be a Pittsburgh fan. Yeah, I'm glad
he always is. I'll come in when he's like a guest star on your guys' show. and I'll just voice my opinions, and he'll go, "Really, Martin?" Yes, Derpy. I'll say what I want, and it is my opinion. I value all your Steelers' opinions with love and everything. And you come in here and you just take a dump on me. That is all right.
So I still love you, man. 2009 to 2008 season.
February 1st, 2009. Yeah.
That sucked. That day in Arizona was quite depressing.
Yep.
Because everybody and their mom wanted it to happen.
Hey, don't tell him you're right. Don't say that. don't tell him you're right.
No, like I am though, and he's also right on some of these things too. Like when
he talks about his team, he's good. He's right about a lot of.
No, yeah, it's and look, every fan comes in here with their own team, and we view things differently because we trash on our own teams the most. Yeah. Or we feel like things that we hated the most. Like me, I've been complaining about my defense for years. And that's just the way it is. Like, I just hate it. And then I don't look at
cards. You do know we used to be the same, both in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals and the Bears, both should be in Chicago. The Bears are about to be in Arlington Heights. Yeah. Cardinals in Arizona.
Look at that. It's pretty fun to take shots at the Bears.
They
make it easy too most of the time.
Yeah. Even me. I mean, you start training your entire good team and then come back and say, "I need to get these guys back." And they like F you now, whatever.
Yeah,
so I just got better though. I don't
know.
Get
good enough though. They didn't follow Brian's offseason plans that he had worked out.
Until you get O-line, D-line, I can't say we got better. You got all the nice shiny things like linebacker, but there's no point in having a linebacker if you have no defensive line.
You guys keep signing linebackers.
I know we keep on signing.
I don't understand. They just signed another one.
They're like, we got to replace Roquan. That's going to take 6 guys.
They just keep signing them. Like, what do y'all do?
Running backs and linebackers. They sign more running backs and linebackers than any other team, and they just keep on signing them. And then they talk about we the favorite for Derrick Henry. What the hell, guys? You can't do any of this stuff without offensive line and defensive line. Oh my god, crazy!
I thought it
was the Racine Cardinals. How do you remember that?
Well, it is his team. I'm sure he knows its history.
Murray should have played baseball.
Yeah, but it's too late now. He can't go back now.
Yeah,
would have made more in a career than ever in the Cardinals.
I don't know. I still think Kyler Murray still has an opportunity to be good. He really does. In
baseball?
In football.
I feel like no team will take him.
Oh, I feel like he has a Racing Cardinals shirt. Wow, That's awesome. But I feel like Kyler, if you surround him with the right people, if the Cardinals suck this year and they get Marvin Harrison Jr. and now you're putting him with an unbelievable type of wide receiver that's going to get the ball. You're talking about Justin Jefferson type of thing. He's better than Kirk Cousins, and you can block for him. All of a sudden, the Cardinals go back to being a 10-win team, right? If you do that while fixing your defense, you never know what's going to happen to the Cardinals. You just can't say that they're trash. They're not. There's a good opportunity for them.
There you go.
This year,
Braden brings up a good point here too.
Yeah. Cliff Kingsbury, I thought, how do you have a losing season in college football and get a head coaching job in the NFL? I don't even understand how that happened. So, yeah,
I don't think the Cardinals are going to do good this year.
You know the right people.
I think they need to be bad this year.
That's what he said. They'll be bad, and then they can get Marvin Harrison Jr.
I think they'll be bad because I just don't think they have. Like, they've been trying to give Kyler weapons every year. And then they gave him D-Hop, which was good, but still, all the other weapons that are doing Brown is good. It's just like you've been trying for multiple years on getting him a new number one, and it just hasn't been. You've literally had to trade for these guys to get them there. They suck at drafting receivers, is what it's like.
I don't think Marvin Harrison Jr. is no way is a miss. He's literally coming out. I feel like he's going to be Larry Fitzgerald for years. They knew when he came out, he's going to be a hit. Like everyone knew that he wasn't going to go. He's even a better prospect than that. So I do believe eventually Marvin Harrison is going to help a team a lot. So I could see teams tanking just to be in the opportunity, have the opportunity to get to him. And I think if the Cardinals get him, he can definitely make that team better.
Well, I can see some dynasty teams taking to get him too.
Why can't Anthony pick a damn format? He jumped to YouTube now.
It's a toss-up. Who's good on paper? I can't hold up during the season for Arizona Chargers. Yeah,
I think it's going to be the Panthers being one of the worst ones, or the Cardinals.
Well, I think he's talking about injuries here.
Talks about who gets papers on paper but can't hold up during. Oh yeah.
He's talking about injuries because both were riddled by injuries last year.
No,
usually Washington.
Kyler just gets worse during the season.
Once his Call of Duty comes out.
Yeah, once the new Call of Duty comes out, then next thing you know, all of a sudden his play goes down. You're like, what happened? You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier that Bryce Young should maybe like look up Kyler Murray and like ask him like, oh, how'd you bulk up? How'd you do this? But like, don't play Call of Duty with him.
don't get him on social media.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't know if the Chargers. Yeah, but they got hit by injury. But losing Austin Eckler, if they lose Austin Eckler, I really question how good they can be.
They'll work it out. I think they'll work it out.
I don't think they trade him. I don't think they trade him. I think
they both
$8 million
agreed to stay. They want him to stay. He wants to stay. It's like just
his money.
Yeah, that's it.
And what you do, you give him a 3-year contract, give him $9 million, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give him a lot of money for a running back, but you know, do it 3 years, so it's a short term. 3-year, $27 million, 3-year, $30 million contract, something like that. And you have it in 3 years, but right before he starts to age out.
Yeah, I could.
That's fine. I was doing it too. Sorry.
I could say the same thing about Josh McDaniels. He had losing tenure in Denver, got a job with Indy, goes to them, then left him at the altar, and then gets another shot in Vegas. Yeah.
Well, he had Bill Belichick in between.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's his. Not just that, but he's at the helm of some of like the best offenses,
of all.
He had other good coaches around him at the time too. Denver was good at the time too. Before, what wasn't Joseph over there at the time when McDaniels was over there too?
Yeah.
So so it was. I think I'm not too sure about that, but I
think Josh McDaniels' problem is his maturity. Like the stuff you expect a coach to act a certain way, and he just doesn't do that. Like the stuff he had with Tebow, like shut up. Like there's stuff you shouldn't be saying. Like there's this thing, and he just always takes it. Like he doesn't know when to use the filter. Mm-hmm. If he uses the filter better, then he could be fine because he's a good football coach. But some people are good football coaches that are terrible head coaches, and that might be Josh.
I don't think he's learned much either. Just look at the whole Darren Waller situation.
Exactly, and then they just decide to sign every other tight end they can
weird,
fix.
Man.
Right?
Like, why?
They're like, oh, I didn't go to your wedding. All right, goodbye.
Got Foster Monroe. Like, look, I don't know, man.
I don't know what they're doing.
The Raiders always do weird crap.
Yeah, no, Braden's right. Just look at D-Hop on the Cardinals. Cliff only lined them up on the left side and didn't utilize them. You're 100% right. They didn't. I mean, D-Hop is really gonna piss someone off when D-Hop goes to either Buffalo or Kansas City and cleans it up, kills everybody, and then I'm like, well, he resurgence in his career, and it really is just Cliff not being there. It's just all it is. Going to a team, a real actual team. He still has all the skills.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't they? Yeah, go ahead.
How upset would Stephon Diggs be though if D-Hop went there?
I don't think he will.
If it opens it up for Stephon,
yeah, I don't think he will.
Doubled and triple team sometimes. Got
linebacker. He was already throwing tantrums at the end of last year. So
that is true. That's true. Anyway, the Cardinals draft Trent Simpson the third.
No, absolutely not.
Wow, shut that down quick.
Absolutely not. He will not. No, it will not even be close to where the Cardinals even get him. He's gonna fly off the board pretty early in the first.
I can see him going second round. I can see him going second round.
Second round, and it's going to be
48, 50. I can see.
Probably. Let me look at that range. Hold on. I'm gonna say he ends up going. I'm looking at the 40 range, and the Cardinals are gonna pass. Look, I think the Cardinals are gonna pass him up because I think that what they'll do is they'll get their edge and they'll get their corner. I don't think they'll get linebacker. They're pretty good they're decent at linebacker. And then they're changing it up, so who knows? I don't think they'll go linebacker.
He said you're drafting him with the third pick.
In the third?
3 overall.
Number 3 overall.
Oh no. Absolutely not.
That's it right here. Boom.
No.
And he said LOL. Smiley face.
No. They'll go Will Anderson.
Do you think Marvin Harrison Jr. will be a top 3 pick next year?
Yes.
He could be number 1, honestly.
I think he'll
he's
be up there.
I think 3 is the sweet spot. I think you might get 2 quarterbacks, 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, you got Caleb Williams and then the kid from North Carolina.
Yeah, so I can see 1 and 2 going, early. And I think Marvin Harrison is the next one. So you need to be in the top 3 to even have a chance at Marvin Harrison. So come on, Carolina, be terrible.
Let's not speak horribleness into existence. The Eagles don't need Derrick Henry, okay?
God. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be. You're right. It'll be. Yeah, no, I think honestly, so I'm looking again on the Trenton Simpkins thing. I think he'll end up going to the Jets.
Really?
Derrick Henry to the Bears. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, no, that is definitely Derrick Henry is rumored to be talking to the Bears. I'm like, dude, come on.
Oh, there you go.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Why would you?
He has no offensive line. Why would you go? I mean, I guess he doesn't need an offensive line sometimes, but
why would you trade your 10th pick for Derrick Henry?
Oh, I don't know why you would. Get 1-2 years maybe.
I don't know.
Running back? Like you?
Why wouldn't you just take Bijan Robinson with the 10th pick? Way better. At least you'll have him for 6-7 years.
I mean, if you're gonna blow your 10th pick on a running back, why?
I do a guy who's already had all these.
Like for me, I would get Devin Witherspoon, but that's just me.
I think you're right. I think you go cornerback still, Eagles.
Yeah.
What about I like this way he said. If you're smart, Henry to the Bills would be better. That would be nasty.
Well, who's he? Because Henry doesn't really have a say.
He has no say. He's not trying to leave Tennessee. Tennessee's trying to get out of him.
Who's he?
they're
talking about Henry. That ain't Henry's option. Like he don't like if he gets traded, he gets traded. Like, all right, well, okay, here I go. Like that's
all right,
that's.
Well, how would you feel if Henry went to your team?
The Falcons?
Why? They don't have room.
I mean, I'm just saying because that's what you guys do.
That's what I'm saying. Why? Why are we going back to this?
like the old running backs. That's what you do.
I would be mad, to be honest. I don't care. Just because we're going back to our old.
He's still Derrick Henry. So it's like
I know, but the thing is, I would still be mad that they haven't been learning anything because we're still grabbing a used up bank. Like, look, in the past, why would you ask me this question, Brian? Why would you ask me? You open up a can of worms. Stupid. Why would you freaking ask me this?
I think that's exactly why.
I get with them when they get a running back, and then the freaking year they get to the Falcons, they suck. Stop it.
I think Derrick Henry.
I don't care if it's Derrick Henry because the moment he steps foot in Atlanta, all his talent goes out the window like freaking Michael Jordan in basketball.
Or he'll get hurt on like the first play of practice,
No, it's gonna be all the strip clubs that just gonna take his mind.
It's just looking like Ryan Pace finally did something good in the 3rd round, grabbing himself Tyler Algier. I think this year he's gonna do the same thing and get another running back. We'll have a good duo. I'm just tired of having these great running backs.
I'm waiting for the news to come out.
Then, no, this is what you did. This is what you did. Don't ask me this, and I'm not going to shut up until I get my point across because I'm so sick and tired of it. Like these running backs, great ones. Todd Gurley. Thank you. No, I didn't. Todd Gurley, Steven Jackson, freaking Michael Turner was the only guy, and then freaking our latest one, help me out.
You from the Bears?
Apparently, we got 2 Saints fans in here.
I don't know. But it just happens. It just happens.
No, I get you.
So
freaking ask me that stupid question.
Don't be mad. We'll be next.
They're really trying to get under your skin because now we're talking about Voldemort.
Well, Sean Payton took Marquez Callaway to the Broncos, so now all he needs is Voldemort.
That's fine.
Man, Martin's on the log off.
That's not going to irritate me because I already said that. I thought that Sean Payton wouldn't make the move.
And then Anthony said, "You said that's what you do. Falcons just get running backs." And of course, I want to remind you that the Dirty Birds blew a 28-3 lead in the second greatest Super Bowl of all time.
Thank you
by Who Dat? So obviously they're a Saints fan. And then we already
as if I've never heard that one before. Thank
you. I just poking the bear. Now I just poking.
I forgot Todd Gurley was. I think everybody did because he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he sucked.
Todd Gurley forgot that he was on the Falcons. He's like, I'm on the team.
He sucked.
It was the ghost. It was the ghost of Todd Gurley, guys. It wasn't real Todd Gurley. Yeah, it was Cordell Patterson.
Oh, Cordell Patterson. That's the one.
Cordell Patterson.
That was the only surprise. That was the only surprise.
He runs hard. He does well. When he's not hurt, he's fine. So I feel like that'll be very Derrick Henry like. Like you're gonna have the only problem with signing Derrick Henry for you guys, I really believe, is that I think Al Jair is ready to go. Al Jair is ready to be a starting running back, and that'll be the only reason I wouldn't like that move. Because I mean, when you have a guy who's ready to get there, and then next thing you know, you don't sign them again, and you waste them. So why waste the money if you already have a guy?
Todd Gurley was so good on the Falcons, he scored without even trying. And he said Patterson was balling for you, though.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so he's the only surprise. He's the only surprise. But it's like I'm so just stop. Why would we go after Derrick Henry? Have you not learned? Because he's just gonna land there in Atlanta and he's not gonna do anything. That's just the way it is. Just go to the draft. Stop.
All right, so I want to do a quick mock draft thing. I'm going to give Barton. You have Atlanta. I'll take Chicago. Mark, you can definitely get your Commanders.
All right.
It's going to be pretty fast. So let me share the screen, and then we'll talk about what the simulator brought out, and do you guys like it or not?
Okay.
Oh, so you're just gonna simulate it, then we're just gonna go over the picks. Cool.
We're just gonna go over the picks.
Cool.
It's not gonna take forever. That's why I'm not.
Cool.
Not like what we do. Like
I thought we were like
we'll
do
that eventually.
I know, but I was like, we've only been on for an hour. Now we're gonna start this.
No, this is gonna be a quick 20-minute thing.
All right, cool. That'll work. I was like, we're gonna do like a 7th round draft where we're picking all our team's picks.
No, absolutely.
That'd
be
like,
absolutely.
I know. I was like, that'll take a long time, but all right.
That'd be again. That would be a stupid thing. Like I don't think any teams would like. No, absolutely not.
No.
The Falcons got Zeke. That's messed up. Don't even say that.
Zeke and Henry to the Bears.
Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Into the draft room. All right, so I'm going to start. Carolina has the first pick. Houston, Arizona, Indy, Seattle, Detroit, Vegas. So,
wow, Will Anderson, ranked number 1. Interesting.
Of course. All right, let's go. Will Anderson went 1. Wow, this is terrible.
Yeah, we already got we got a trade. What the?
We have a trade offer for the Falcons.
No.
A number 1, 2024. A number 2, 2024. Reject.
No.
All right.
No.
Yeah, for the Dolphins, 3 this year, a first next year, a second round next year, and a 6th next year.
You gotta trade your first for a 3rd?
But you get a first and second next year. I still say no.
Weird. Yeah, that's weird.
Dallas now. Okay, so Dallas has you. Give you a first, the 26th pick this year, a 2nd this year, a 3rd this year, a 5th this year, and a 6th this year.
God damn.
That's a
give
lot.
it your whole
right?
That's a lot.
They really want Bijan, okay?
Why would they give up their entire draft?
They gotta get Bijan, man.
What do you say about that one?
thinking about it.
Yeah, I am.
That's a lot to get.
Who the hell is up there? What is up in the third? Who is up here that they really want this bad?
This simulator. No, they don't need a corner.
I'm still.
Is that Anthony Richardson still there? At 7? It says Florida.
Yeah, that's Anthony.
Yeah, it says Florida.
It says this Alabama guy? Is that?
I don't know who the Alabama guy is because Will
Anderson. It's got to be Will Anderson or Bryce Young.
No, Will Anderson went already, so that could be Bryce Young.
He went number 1.
Yeah, that could be Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Are they trying to get a quarterback? I almost want you to accept it so I can see who the hell they draft.
Are you gonna do it?
I'm just saying. I'm so.
Why would they trade me this much?
Because they're trying to get one of the quarterbacks. I guarantee.
26, a 58, a 90.
Although Bijan is right there too.
Because this is Bryce Young that they're after right here.
I'm assuming,
which means that this is unlikely going to happen. Look, I'm not gonna put this into the universe, but
you're gonna reject it.
I want to see who they got.
Unless you want to, like, I can accept it for now, but this is unlikely. No team in their right mind would ever do this. Let's accept it just to see what it does.
Well, there's no way we're getting to 8 and have Bryce Young. And
there's no way this is going to happen. First of all,
yeah, remember that.
I do want to see what happens.
Okay, let's accept it. Then here we go.
But I would get.
What for Gonzalez?
What? They don't even need a corner. Oh my god.
Oh man, the Bears have 5 trade offers. What the hell? The 4th round, 5th round, 6th round. This rejects.
I don't like.
Oh shit.
Oh.
1, 2, and 6.
I might have to.
I wish you could see the. Oh, you can see.
I can. Okay. Jaguars 1, 3, and 6.
So these are all fairly.
1, 2, and 5.
Yeah. 1, 2. They're all pretty similar.
Oh man, I like the Dolphins. This Lions one, and I like Seattle. I'm going Seattle.
But if you ask me though, that draft pick probably would have been
the same.
Tyree Wilson or something. Was Tyree Wilson still there?
Yeah, Tyree's still there, and I think
that's who that pick would have been. That's who I would have grabbed.
All right, I'm trading back. Wow, draft him.
Murphy. I agree with. They drafted Murphy.
I agree. Hey, yeah, Skip. I just wanted to see what happened. I just wanted to see what it was.
So 2024 first, 2024
and then the Cowboys are done.
So I get their whole 2024 draft apparently.
Yeah, so basically you had 2024 1, 2024 2, 2024 4, 7 and 7. But no pick this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna reject that.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Who do we get?
Now you can choose.
Oh, I am choosing.
Bryce Young is still there. This is stupid.
That was Anthony Richardson.
This is stupid.
I've never had this issue.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. How would the quarterback still be there?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Hold on. It's weird.
Which one should I take?
Let's finish it up. Well, who do you want? Who do you want?
How many rounds did you do? 1 or 2?
Just 1. We're just doing 1 here because this is stupid. This is NFL mock draft database. This is from the NFL.
I'm going to take Anthony Richardson. I'm skipping on Bryce.
Wow. Okay.
Mine was better.
Oh, you got another trade offer.
I'm good, man. Damn it. I'll accept that one.
Oh my god.
I'm good. All right.
Oh, we got Bryce Young.
Why is Bryce Young still there? This is
Brian Branch.
This is so stupid. I don't know. I don't like this.
Deontay Banks, Say Flowers.
I don't like this at all.
Yeah, this got weird fast.
Yeah, we gotta do another one of these. Come on, Brian. See. After all that hate I give Martin all the time.
Oh, you got another trade offer, Martin.
No, I'm good. I'll take my pick here.
Hey, Brian Branch is there.
And
yeah, but they just got Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Katie Ringo's here.
Deontay Banks right there, though.
Deontay Banks.
I know I like him a lot.
I like Ringo.
Give me.
Oh, Ringo's right there, too?
Yep.
I mean, I don't want to say because I like.
This is your team. Who you want on your team? Forget that.
I would take Kelly here, but
to do it.
But I don't. I feel like the way this is draft going, he might still be there because I have. Yeah,
that's true.
Give me. No, I don't need an interior either.
Branch is interesting because I'm just telling you because you have two safeties, but I will go cornerback first before I go two safeties.
Yeah. I honestly think Kelly Ringo's still good.
Let's take Kelly Ringo.
I mean, if I get Brian Branch, I have the safeties already that we looked into the free agency, so I don't need that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Kelly. I still think he's the better overall of the corners. I really do.
I agree. All right,
I'll take Kelly Ringo.
I wonder if we draft Brian Branch.
The draft.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Let's see.
Cowboys drafting the whole freaking.
So you're gonna be real good the rest of this draft.
Oh yeah, because I'll have double picks the rest of the draft.
I know.
Whole rest of the draft, you're good. Like,
if I had gotten something for like this year's draft, I probably would have done it. But like, I'm not gonna get rid of my first round pick altogether this year.
I feel like this is the only good one right here. Is the Bears picking up, 20, 37, 50, 154, and then getting 21, 54, and 200. So we have now 6 picks in the top 60.
Did the Cardinals take Bryce Young?
Yeah, did they? That's what I was gonna ask.
Let's look at it. So wow, I still understand how Will Anderson went number 1. I don't understand.
So Tyree Wilson went 3.
Will Levis went 4. Jalen Carr still went 5. I can still see that.
So
Jordan went 6.
Will Levis went before Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, this is stupid. Paris Johnson went 7. I can see that actually.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Christian Gonzalez. Why would you trade up for Christian Gonzalez that much?
And then the Seahawks traded up for Miles Murphy.
What the hell?
And look at Skoronski went 11.
Skoronski went 11.
Ooh.
So he's the second offensive tackle. I think he's going to be second offensive tackle. I think 11 is actually a really good spot for him.
Texans got Quentin Johnson. At least they did something right.
You just want to ignore the fact that Eagles got Bijan Robinson, huh?
Yes. Actually, that's a great place for him because
I think it's a great spot for him, to be honest. Football wise, yes. It's just it's us fantasy owners that don't want that happen.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Fantasy owners don't want it to happen.
Quentin Johnson went to the Texans, so the Texans got CJ Stroud and Quentin Johnson.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Texans are good.
That's good. Roderick Jones, I can see that. JSN.
Oh, the Lions got Michael Mayer.
Oh wow, that's actually smart too. I can't believe Washington gets Anthony Richardson. That works. That works.
Right.
Then
Anthony doesn't like that. What's up, then, boys?
Well, if anyone can get him to work, it'd be the enemy.
I'm surprised, Anthony. You don't like Anthony Richardson?
Guess not.
He's a good project to have.
Well, that's what I told Brian before you got on the show. I said best case scenario is
he's a really
trade up.
We get Anthony Richardson.
Exactly what you said.
And then he sits all year.
Minnesota gets Bryce Young.
Oh, Minnesota got Bryce Young.
You know what's funny is because what if Baltimore drafted Bryce Young?
Yeah, that would have been
interesting.
But I was saying, like, if we got Richardson and we sit him, and then Howell starts all year and balls out, and then we trade Howell again. Yeah, then
you'd be in a Niners situation though.
Yep.
No, you'd be in their situation where they had Kirk Cousins and
well, that too, yeah.
Yeah, what's his name? I don't know why I'm.
I mean, I don't see that happening. I wouldn't do it just because I wouldn't want to put that. Like, I would rather just stick with Howell for a year.
Oh, I was telling him I'd rather do that too.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't want to have to give up what we have to give up to move up.
Right.
Jordan Addison to the Giants is interesting too. The fact that Dalton Kincaid went 24. I guess it does make sense for the Jaguars because they franchised their tight end, so now they're getting a tight end for the future. That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Offensive lineman.
Cyrus Torrance. I was surprised that he stayed that long, but going to the Bills, that works really well for them at guard. Deontay Banks. Well, Uzuma, you're saying that he might go high.
And there you go, to the Saints, too.
Yeah. This is right here what you said.
I'm telling you, yeah.
That makes sense. All right.
But then this is a weird freaking...
there's the Oklahoma. Oh, that makes sense, too. The Chiefs getting the Oklahoma
At this point, we could just left Carr and taken any of the QBs if no one wants them, yeah. I don't want to take GM's job for granted, but who in Baltimore said bring in Lamar.
Yeah. I said, let's bring Nelson Aguilar. That's the guy.
Hey, they're probably popping champagne. Go, we got a receiver. Usually, they all just say no.
They probably called. They called him and said, "Hey, did you see who we got?" And then he hung up immediately. Oh man, I don't know. I don't like the beginning of that draft at all. Personally.
That was crazy. That was that's very unrealistic draft right there, I'd say. I was like, wait, none of the quarterbacks, like Bryce Young going to Minnesota at 22. What?
Yeah, I mean, yes, we've seen quarterbacks fall. I just don't believe Bryce Young would be that dude.
Texans getting CJ Stroud at 2.
So the fact that the Colts decided that they don't want Bryce Young, they want Will Levis.
Not even Anthony Richardson.
Like that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it wouldn't. No, realistically, that wouldn't happen either.
Both teams in Lamar talks get quarterbacks.
Yeah, quarterbacks, yeah.
Or no, I guess the Ravens didn't. But
and then the Ravens don't pick a quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm totally confused. I don't understand why that would happen. That makes no sense to me.
Who drafted Bench from Alabama safety?
Branch?
Yeah. He wasn't drafted.
Yeah, I don't think he was drafted.
Branch didn't go in the first?
I don't think so.
Wow. Yeah, that draft was horrible.
Yeah,
that was a horrible draft. Branch not going in the first? No, there's no way.
That's stupid. I don't.
There's no way.
I saw Branch from Alabama. I was like, oh, maybe we draft him. I know how much we like our Alabama guys. See us taking him at 16.
That was terrible.
We got to replace Bobby, so.
All right, I want to do one more real quick because that was stupid.
You believe we cut Bobby McCain? I know you liked him too.
No. What? Dude, that's all right. Let's do this one more time. Hopefully this one makes more sense. Let's see if I can.
I would just do the first 2 rounds. Can you do the first 2 rounds?
This is going to do just one round for this one.
All right.
Because that's so much. All right. I'm going to start draft.
Wow. Right, Bryce Young. So,
yeah, we went
Bryce
Young. Yeah, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, it was
CJ
bad.
Stroud isn't drafted? Oh, he went to the
Colts. He's 4.
No, you're good.
Witherspoon going 3. That's interesting.
All right, Seattle, Quentin Johnson over here.
And then Will Levis. Why is Will Anderson still on the board? And someone grabbed Jalen Carter, which I think the Lions will do, but not getting Will Anderson? I don't
yeah, that's...
Are you getting Will Anderson, sir?
I would. Yeah, well, if he's there.
Yeah. Why would you? Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
So you get Will Anderson 1 pick before me. Damn it! Guess where I'm going? I'm going Tyree Wilson. All right. Yeah, Joey Porter, Dalton Kincaid, Deontay Banks, Paris Johnson's still there.
Yeah, I'm torn between Kincaid and Johnson. I feel like in order to make the enemy system work, we need a tight end.
You're going to tight end over tackle or left tackle. But you have a left tackle, I guess, technically.
Yeah, but we can move him to right.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, no, we got Andrew Wiley, though. We just balled out the Super Bowl. Oh, this is tough.
I mean, there's a lot of guys. Miles Murphy, Nolan Smith, Brian Greasy. I mean, Joey Porter is not a bad pick. Deonte Banks is not a bad pick.
No. I'm going to go Deonte Banks.
All right. Deonte Banks.
Just because we need another corner, and I really do like Deonte Banks.
I like him too, yeah.
Oh, so I guess we are doing the first 2 rounds. Falcons.
So I'm going to go Deonte Banks. Crap, you got to... No, I don't like this. Oh, no, I'm ahead of you. Guess who I'm taking?
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are.
You. If he's still there, I guess. I don't know if he's even there.
Do I get...
Sam Laporte is still there. Jahmyr Gibbs is still there.
Oh, shit.
I wouldn't mind that. Jahmyr Gibbs. That might be a good one.
Is he already taken? No, I do not see him.
I don't see him either. He might already be gone.
Oh.
If Whippler's up there, then he's probably gone.
Yeah.
Give me Jack Campbell here.
Really? I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Give me Jack Campbell here. His grade, his overall, athletic score was pretty freaking high. It was like a 90. It was a 9 point something, 9.6 or 9.9. You don't get that often. I'm gonna look that up, bro.
No, he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. I was like, he's definitely not up there. Well, I'm taking him. You'll have to search. You'll have to filter by position because I do not see him at all. So it might be a bit of a reach, but
no, I think they're wrong here.
Yeah,
he's right now ranked the number 1 center.
Yeah, interior lineman. Yeah, there he is. There he is. Oh, 68. Jesus. I don't think so.
I mean, if you want to let him go.
Nope. That's what I'm taking.
Oh, this mother. Oh, it's so hard right now because I see
Jahmyr Gibbs
is still there, man. Oh my gosh. I think I don't think I can do this.
We got Ohio State right there.
You're gonna get Jahmyr Gibbs.
You got Luke.
I gotta go Jahmyr Gibbs.
Why?
You're not gonna get Luke?
Oh man,
why would you go? Okay, look, your team.
Because I have a pick and again, right?
Why wouldn't you go Luke?
I have a pick at 61 again, man.
That's true. Maybe Luke falls to you there.
Yeah, I'm going Jahmyr Gibbs. I just can't help that.
Luke's gone.
Nope.
Luke's gone. You should have went. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
And he went
Why the hell would you? You're an idiot.
Oh, he went to the line.
So stupid.
Oh my God.
Why would you go? You're dumb.
Oh my God.
I told you.
I just did this.
I told you to pick him.
Oh my goodness.
What a Raiders move of you.
Right?
What an idiot.
F it. I got it. I feel good about it.
It's grading our draft. I already know it's going to tell me I reached for the one guy, but I don't think I did.
I don't know that. All right. Falcons. So yeah, I got Will Anderson and Jack Campbell. Dude, that's a good ass draft.
Oh, we have to subscribe to get
it graded. Whatever.
Oh, stupid. We graded ourselves.
Yeah. What would you grade this?
Well, I mean, do you really think if Will Anderson's at 8, you take Will Anderson.
Yeah.
You get an A+.
That's like the biggest no-brainer in the history of drafting.
That's what I was like, yeah, I'll take him. Thank you.
And then you get like that. Your defense will be freaking scary if that's what you do. You'll go from one of the worst defenses to probably
best available need over needs. I like
exactly.
So you should have waited, man.
Dude, that's a great answer. All right, so I got an edge rusher. Tyree Wilson, I feel like that's good still. Jahmyr Gibbs and Kenny.
Hold on. You know what's stupid? You're even more stupid because why? Not only have you been complaining this entire time about our line this and our line that,
right?
And what does this idiot do? What does this jackwagon do?
I don't like running backs. Why we can
running backs over a freaking lineman? You're such a moron.
I said though, like, look, the Ohio State guy right there, just pick him up, and you're like,
so stupid.
No. the Lions were thank you.
I lost some respect for you.
That's so bad.
I lost some respect for you. Like, really, you've been complaining this entire time about your O-line, and you get over here and you done this. Jameer Gibbs
won't be there.
Yes, like the Lions just did that to rub.
You know how many other running backs you could have chosen?
Center. It's not like they needed a center.
Hey, look. Kelly Ringo at cornerback solidifies our cornerbacks, right? Tyree Wilson helps a lot of edge. Don't worry about this draft.
That was
just a terrible decision.
So stupid.
All right.
No wonder why Justin Fields always running. Yeah, because you got idiots like him in the office.
That's because I can see him in there. He's like, man, did he just fall? Man, Jameer Gibbs. Yeah, I gotta go.
Hold on, go back to it. What pick did you get him? I don't think he fell at all.
53, and he was projected 51. That's about right. That's perfect.
Yeah, but still, I don't think that would.
I didn't reach. You know,
for Ringo, you did. Apparently, he said, "Yeah, these gradings are off."
This
PFF. Ringo is not 74.
This is PFF.
Well, hold on, Kelly PFF. Ringo in what it's in our channels a lot higher than.
No, but he's ranked everywhere else. I see him about 33, 34, 35, not 74.
74 is like third round territory.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's dropping, man. But all right, go ahead.
All right. See, Deonte Banks and John Michael Schmidt. I think that's a great draft.
If that's what we do, I'll be excited.
that's a great draft. But I will remind you guys that the Bears actually had the first pick in the third, or the second pick in the third round too. So we could go center there. Could go center.
I don't know why we didn't go like 2, 3. Like,
I didn't know how fast it was going to go.
It goes pretty fast, man. It's only 3 of us, and we make our decisions pretty fast. So.
Yeah, that was good. So Bryce Young went number 1. Anthony
Devin Witherspoon.
Don't give Brian any job at the drafting advice in Chicago. He's going to persuade them to get Bijan with their top pick. Yeah.
And still try to get Gibbs over an offensive line later.
I'll be arguing with him. You need lineman. You need lineman. And then as soon as I get there, I'm like,
oh, Bijan.
Look at that running back. So CJ Stroud going to the Colts this is a dream scenario for the Colts. Dream scenario.
Oh, it would be. You don't have to trade up, get CJ at 4.
Still get CJ, yeah.
The fact that Anthony Richardson going to 2 at the Texans, that's probably the worst place for him to go.
Because you're on PFF. I think what PFF is going off of his combine stats, and they're taking his stats, which was like immaculate.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with you that because not only that, they're going to start him right away.
Exactly.
It's like
you say Anthony Richardson don't go to Texas. That's where you don't want him to go.
Funny Cowboys draft a running back like we knew. Yeah, that's a possibility this year. It's a very good possibility.
Will Levis to the Raiders could happen too.
You go back and watch the episode we just put out.
That's funny.
Hold on. We just put that video out, the Will Levis one, literally at midnight. Well, at midnight, I was just up, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I put it out, and that was the first thing I tried saying, and then you got this idiot, not Mark, but the other one up there, saying, "Oh yeah, he'll go to the Broncos.
I'll point up to
he'll go to the Broncos." I'm like,
this guy, not me.
No, I said it would be a good pick for him.
I think he'll go to the Raiders. If he goes to the Raiders. And behind Jimmy G, I would not mind that.
I don't see him lasting 7. I can see him because I don't think Quinn Johnson's going this high. I don't think Devin Witherspoon is going this high. Like
Will Levis shouldn't even be in the first round. In my opinion, you asked me, Will Levis shouldn't even be up this high.
If I was ranking him, I'd put him at 32. So he's like end of the first round kind of guy.
So the Lions got that center and Jalen Carter.
I know. They got Jalen Carter and the center I probably should have gotten. Wow. They just rubbing it in now. This is and Nolan Smith.
And Nolan Smith. Dude, that defensive line gonna be scary.
Man, I don't.
You got Nolan Smith and Hutchinson.
Yeah, and Carter.
And Carter. My goodness. My goodness.
That defensive line is gonna be young and nasty. Oh my. I hope that I'm gonna go sleep. I'm hoping this happen. I need to go pray. Like this cannot be what I'm be looking at for the next decade.
That would be
oh my god, that would be so sad.
Eagles need a quarterback.
Oh man,
who they end up getting?
The Eagles got Christian Gonzalez. They do actually.
They do.
No, that would actually be perfect because the next year they could be like, bye.
Jason Richardson to Texans would be interesting.
I just no, because JSN needs someone who's gonna be accurate, and Anthony Richardson's gonna be throwing to him, and then it's gonna be like 5 feet up in the air.
Yeah, but that's for future though. If you work on, I would do that. If you work on,
this isn't realistic because if Joey Porter was available at 17, we all know the Steelers would draft him.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm sick and tired of these mocks doing Joey Porter at 17, man. I'm still tired of it.
No, but what did they do last year? Every mock draft had the Steelers drafting Kenny Pickett. Were they wrong?
Yeah.
Hey,
you're right.
We've done both these drafts. Skronsky's going to the Tennessee Titans every single time. I've done more.
Definitely be
Fields almost definitely be ready. Zay Flowers to the Giants.
I'm so mad Paris Johnson goes to the Steelers. That looks so good to me, man.
It's a good fit, man.
It's a really good fit. I love Paris Johnson. If I could trade down from 9 to about 12, 13 and get like a 30, 40 pick, I would definitely take Paris Johnson.
No, you wouldn't. You just proved that you'd get freaking a running back.
I wouldn't go.
You just exposed yourself.
It happened once. I couldn't help it, guys.
That's all it takes. So once a nose picker, always a nose picker.
If Bijan is sitting there at 25, do you think the Giants would entertain drafting him?
I can see them doing
it. Maybe trading Saquon.
Just because Dallas is there. Just because Dallas is there, I would. Yeah.
Plus, you could get out from under Saquon with minimal backlash.
I think they get Zay Flowers. They have to get a receiver this high. They need to get one of these top elite receivers this year.
Trading for D-Hop.
Well, yeah, that is a possibility. D-Hop is one of those. Who the teams that are actually? I looked at it. The teams that are probably after him.
This makes so much sense.
I just lost it too.
Brian Branch, safety to New England. That makes.
Well, that's why I couldn't see
so much sense. That makes.
If Brian Branch was available, it'd be hard to maybe not take him.
Yeah, but that makes so much sense to go to New England.
Yeah, they just let Davenport just retired, right?
Yep, and that connection between New England and Alabama. So he's seen them for 3-4 years. That makes so much sense. That's a great pick.
Oh, Brian Branch. Oh,
that's a great.
And with Jones.
Oh my. So I think Kancey going to Green Bay. I hate it for me.
It's a good fit.
That's a very good. They need that. All right.
Oh, Dalton Kincaid to the Seahawks.
Well,
they got Quinn Johnson and Dalton Kincaid. Good God.
But that's the only thing I say about Detroit. I don't think Detroit can pass on a tight end.
Yeah.
Man. But 2 tight ends again. First round. Last time we had 3 tight ends in the first round. This is 2 tight ends in the first round.
I told you, man. This year's going to be a tight end year.
Why are the freaking Vikings drafting a tight end? They got Irv Smith and TJ Hawkinson.
That's true.
The last thing they need is another.
Do they have Irv? Did they sign him again?
Irv? No, they have not re-signed Irv yet.
I don't think Irv is. I don't think Irv is going to come back, dude.
I believe Irv Smith is a free agent right now.
Is he a free agent? I didn't know.
I think so.
It was not picked up his 5th-year option.
No one.
This is also interesting. Eagles getting DeJuan Jones, who's more of a right tackle, not left tackle, but a right tackle. The guy who they just signed for the 1-year, $34 million contract is a right tackle. Why would you do that then? I don't know.
Miles Murphy going to the Saints.
I like that. I like Miles Murphy to the Saints.
Oh, look, a tackle going to the Bengals. Well, they need a tackle. They got Collins on one side and
if we get all the tackles, nobody can.
And Orlando Brown on the other side.
And they still have Williams, right? No, they still have Williams sitting there. They played left tackle last year.
Why are they drafting
all the tackles? No one.
Nobody can have them.
We're gonna have.
It's like
no offensive lineman to all the offensive linemen.
It's like me on our dynasty last year. I just kept taking all the safeties.
Or Braden with the quarterbacks.
Oh man. try to trade them to everybody now.
It's either all or nothing.
Hell yeah.
That's a cool one. I like that.
That was a lot better than all that.
A lot better. This draft was way better than that.
That first one.
We traded all those draft picks to get Will Anderson. I was like, ain't nobody trading up all that draft capital. DJ Moore, we traded you for an
Will Anderson.
I'm still excited about that, man. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really good.
Now we just got to get a quarterback in Dallas. CD Lamb will be okay.
That was fun though. I'm okay. Wow. So I forgot Sam Laporta. So I looked at our second round. So second round, Sam Laporta went to the Lions. So they got their tight end. Luke Musgrave went to the Jets. So they
did get a tight end still. They got Sam Laporta and the. Damn, how many picks did the Lions have in the first?
They have a lot.
They have a lot.
Lord.
Yeah, they do have a lot.
Yeah,
it was the St. Louis Rams trade that gave them the first two.
Don't draft a quarterback.
Who?
Lions. My dynasty season rests on Jared Goff being a starter.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it wrong. I
swear to God, if the Lions trade up, I was like, oh no, I'm doomed.
Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun, guys. This is what we've been talking about all the drafts. We have so much going on with everyone's pro day. Anthony Richardson's pro day is Thursday, so that's going to go a long way. I want to see how that works.
Improve their line.
Draft rule six linemen.
Yeah.
They're not going to play tight end. They're going to have two tackles.
Right. They just got to check in as eligible. They're
gonna make a new position.
Super
tackle. Yeah, super tackle.
They're like, hey, people can be any number they want. 74. He's a tight end. Don't worry.
Oh man. But this is why we love doing this, because as I said, football, so much is going on with football. There's always something going on. There's always more. It's another season. So us at Dynasty, Dynasty Pylon, we love looking at the Dynasty outlooks on things. Except for me, obviously, because I still got a running back when I needed a center. That was probably stupid. But everyone else did a really good job for their Dynasty, for their teams, being the GM.
No, hold on. Because of that last draft, just made me think. They get all these tackles, right?
Yeah.
They may or may not, because of Joe Mixon, might be out the door. Could you just put a tackle back there with Joe Burrow and
a fullback and
just have a tackle back there? Like,
kind of be like William the Fridge Perry.
You would have your 5 linemen with an extra tackle back there at running back, and he would just be a pass blocker. Like, that would be,
Yeah, no,
why not?
Was it the longest yard where they had that big dude that's like 6'8" as the fullback? You sitting back there, basically just line them up at fullback, have an extra lineman, and shuffle in and take it on anyone who comes out.
Joe Burrow would have all the time in the world, man.
That's what they told Orlando Browns. Like, we got a new position for you. Don't worry about left tackle.
Yeah, you play running back. What?
Let's play center tackle. We got this. You guys got
a new position, RT, running tackle.
Running tackle. I love that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, I got nothing. I'm just glad that Bobby is signed somewhere we know where he could produce, basically.
And you held on to him on your dynasty team, and
of course, no, he's dying on my dynasty team. I'm not letting him go. No, he is, man. It's riding to the sunset. Like, it's fine.
Before we go, Jonathan said that would be a brutal goal line package.
Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know how they bring the big man package in for the goal line stands? Be like, haha, we got our own goal line package.
Yeah, we got
7 freaking tackles come marching out there.
You go double back there, yeah. 2 of them in the back, yeah.
2 of them in the back, 5 in the front. They're like, yeah, we got this.
Yeah, Joe have so much time, and with all his receivers, yeah.
He's like, one of my 3 people will be open. They'll block me forever.
I'm surprised the team hasn't tried that yet.
I feel like I want to try that now. That
Right?
sounds so good. Split your tackles right there. So you have your tackles on the line, tackles in the backfield. You have 3 number 1 wide receivers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Oh man, that's work. That's so good. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. Jonathan for being in the comments. Yeah, Anthony. Tank was in for a little bit. Them boys, appreciate it. Braden for all your answers. Permafrost 77, Rose Old Fish. All you guys really helped out for the show. And we appreciate you guys. And of course, Kadani. He's number one.
Don't forget Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius.
Yeah, Kadani.
He's number one on my list.
Tank over there.
How much closer are we to our next jersey?
We are still at 268.
268?
Yeah.
Once we get to 300, guys, we'll have that extra. I mean, if you like it, subscribe. I don't know how to say all that, but
I will say you guys watch this, like us, subscribe, tell your friends. Come join us on Sundays. This is really interactive. We really want to talk to you guys and see what you feel about your teams. So we're gonna be here every Sunday. We're gonna be here on Tuesday with Panda and Grizzly Show. I'll be here on Wednesday, Dynasty Pylon, where we're going to go over the defensive linemen. So if you want to know more about this draft and about these defensive linemen, please join us. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Once again, we'll be interactive. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks Martin for waking up. Mark for being here early. Mark, you were here early. Yeah. Look, how about that?
Well, to be fair, it was like 11 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
If I was still in Arizona, I probably would not be on the show. I'd be sleeping away.
Oh man, that's great. But guys, thank you guys, everyone. And we will see you next week for more football, because you know what? It's gonna be a lot more going on. And I can't wait to talk about Anthony Richardson's pro day. So
the draft is just sooner. Every week is the draft to get sooner. It's
I know.
So great. All right, guys. See you later.
Later.